Think about this. Every single day, the world's rivers dump trillions of gallons of fresh, crisp drinking water into our oceans. The Amazon, the Nile, the Mississippi, all pure, fresh water. So, if the oceans are constantly being filled with fresh water, why on earth are they so incredibly salty? If you think it's just because salt has always been there, you're missing the coolest part of the story. The truth is, the ocean is salty because the land is literally dissolving. And it all starts with a single drop of rain. To understand the real reason, we have to look at the sky. When rain falls, it isn't completely pure water. As it falls through the atmosphere, it mixes with carbon dioxide in the air. This causes a tiny chemical reaction, turning the rainwater slightly acidic. It's a very weak carbonic acid, perfectly safe for us, but powerful enough to act as a slow-motion solvent on the planet. When this acidic rain hits the ground, it slowly erodes and dissolves the rocks it touches. Now, rocks are packed with minerals, mostly sodium and chloride. Sound familiar? That's because sodium chloride is the exact chemical name for table salt. The rain breaks these minerals down into tiny, electrically charged particles called ions. These sodium and chloride ions hitch a ride on streams and rivers. They flow down the mountains, through valleys, and straight into the ocean. Now, you might wonder, if rivers are carrying this salt, why aren't rivers salty? Because the concentration is incredibly low. Rivers are just the delivery trucks. They dump the salt into the ocean and leave. But once that water hits the ocean, it runs into a giant trap. The sun beats down on the sea, causing water to evaporate up into the clouds to make fresh rain again. But guess what stays behind? The salt. It can't evaporate. For 4 billion years, this loop has been running. Rivers dump salt in, pure water evaporates out. The ocean is basically a giant bowl of soup that's been simmering and concentrating for billions of years. But wait, rocks and rivers are only half the story. There is a second, secret engine creating ocean salt right at the bottom of the sea. Deep on the ocean floor, Earth's crust is cracked. Ocean water seeps miles down into these cracks, where it gets superheated by magma to temperatures hotter than boiling fire. This hyper-hot water dissolves the minerals inside the Earth's crust, becomes absolutely loaded with sodium and chloride, and shoots back out through underwater volcanoes called hydrothermal vents. This underwater plumbing system pumps millions of tons of extra minerals directly into the deep sea every single year. The result of these two forces? The oceans now hold about 50 quadrillion tons of dissolved salt. To put that into perspective, if you took all the salt out of the ocean and spread it evenly over the entire land surface of Earth, it would create a layer of solid salt 500 feet thick, the height of a 40-story building, covering the entire planet. So next time you accidentally swallow a mouthful of seawater, remember, you are tasting billions of years of dissolved mountains, volcanic eruptions, and planetary chemistry.